Shalom, y'all. This is Larry, W-A-C-H-S, of the Regular Guy Show in Atlanta, and you are listening to the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show, and they are fucking killing it.
Man, this song, I love how I say this. It's like well, I am from Chicago, but it's like this.
It's like I'm from Chicago.
And I am. Yeah, this song makes me want to just like go to Chirac, be like, hey, where's the scissor? Hey, everybody, where's the scissor? I want to sip on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
This song makes me want you to call the show. 847-866-WNUR. That's 847-866-9687 if you are too shy or a bit too drunk. But we do want you to call. But if you're a bit shy, tweet at us at Hoppe Radio 893.
Unless you're one person doing three voices,
yes,
then don't call.
Yeah, enough of you, Tony.
Schizophrenic freak.
At Hoppe
Did
Radio.
someone actually do that?
Shh, we're not getting into it.
Yeah.
At Hoppe Radio 893. What about you, SuperRICH?
At Ryan Stuprich.
What about you? I'm Risky on the radio.
At our Risky 16.
That should be your name. Risky on the radio. Do it.
Risky Radio 5 or something.
No,
like
Risky on the radio would be great.
Risky on the radio 16.
I bet you it's already taken. A man posed as a valet attendant and stole luxury cars in Daytona Beach.
I know that most of the time, Risky and SuperRICH, you're not going to get robbed by the valet guy. But at the same time, I've done it a few times when, like, or I haven't, but like when I was like,
I was gonna say you've stolen cars in valet.
No. God damn it, I didn't explain it well. When I go to nice restaurants with my uncle in Los Angeles, we give the car to the valet. This is like when I was 14, and you just go, "Hey, I hope they don't drive off in my uncle's car."
Well, you have to just assume that they won't. I've never had an issue with valet parking, but
Was he
people
caught?
do.
Has he been caught? Read and see what happens.
Okay, so this is from Daytona Beach, Florida. A man is facing charges after Daytona Beach police say he posed as a valet attendant at the Caribbean Jack's restaurant and stole 2 luxury cars in August. Police said 43-year-old Giovanni Saletti stole his first high-end car August 17th around 8 p.m. And here's a quote from, who is this from? From the Daytona Beach police chief. He told the victim he would valet the car. She gave him the keys, and he said he would bring the valet ticket to her table. She went into the restaurant and he drove off. See, that's kind of a sketchy thing. When you say you're bringing the valet ticket to your table, that's not good. You're obviously going to want them to hand you the valet ticket.
Does this place have, like, valet to begin with, or is the guy just, like, saying that they did?
I don't know. That's another good question.
I mean, that'd be kind of funny if they didn't have valet.
I'm assuming they do. Well, he posed as a valet attendant, so maybe they didn't have valet parking. It's also a restaurant called Caribbean Jack's. I don't think it's very fancy.
That doesn't sound like a place that would have valet.
Just sounds like a place you go after the NASCAR race in Daytona. Caribbean Jack's. But it sounds like a place you'd go to after the big Daytona race, after the big Daytona 500, right? I don't know.
Or maybe you could go to that restaurant in New York that got their license taken.
Right.
All you can drink.
What was the name of that? It started with a P, but anyway.
That's the place
Primo.
Yes.
Was that it?
Primo. This crazy restaurant in New York City.
Yeah.
Is that it? Primo?
No, I don't think that was the name
Basically,
of it.
let me explain it for all the
That wasn't
SuperRICH
the name
listeners.
of it, though. It was a foreign name, like Prava or something like that.
Bravo.
Here's what it was. It was a place that was having brunch parties, and it was like...
On Sundays.
Yeah. Now, listen. Brunch usually is where you go after church, or you go with your mom, or you go on Mother's Day, and you have food. It's like breakfast and lunch. You might get a few drinks, but you're not getting drunk.
Breakfast and lunch, and hence the word brunch, right?
I didn't know
Hey,
it
you
during...
remember when we explained it to you on the edge?
Right.
Shut up. Imbecile. All right. But the thing about this place in New York was so great. The best part was they were raving, and it was like a bunch of like
raving at noon,
imbeciles, and girls were like twerking, like the opposite of what you thought would go on at brunch. So I'm pretty sure that's not going on at this place, even though it's pretty trashy. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm assuming not.
You would hope not.
So police said Saletti got away in a 2008 Mercedes-Benz and came back just days later to steal again. On August 22nd, police said an officer spotted Saletti looking suspicious, took down his information, and left just hours before Saletti struck again.
I don't get people who go back. Like, now listen.
You almost got caught the first time. Why would you do it again?
Yeah, and I'm not advocating for you to take things. But at the same time, if you want to get caught, go back the second time. Like, why do you want to risk your luck? Why? Why would you possibly want to risk your luck? Just be happy you got away with it. Are you that addicted to it?
They think they're that invincible that it won't happen to them because they think they're that good when they're really not.
If you keep doing things like that, you're going to get caught, you dummies. Like, what happened in your life where you're taking people's cars that they've paid for? Well, you're a loser valet driver. You've done nothing in life.
Fake valet driver.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you've done
because
even
he's
less
posing
in
as
life.
it.
And
I hope they didn't tip the guy before he took the car.
Right. It doesn't say anything about that, but that probably was the case with one of these, right? Yeah. Saletti grabbed keys from the valet kiosk and drove away in a 2008 BMW. So this was the next time.
Worth $85,000, it says.
Right. It wasn't until police got a hold of surveillance video that they put two and two together. And not only did they track down Saletti, they said they recovered both cars at his apartment complex. So that's good news.
I don't get people.
He had two stolen cars at his apartment complex.
Right.
That's just a recipe for disaster. You'd think someone would notice.
But two cars he stole were at his apartment complex.
You would think like you're listening on the news, oh yeah, these two cars are stolen, and then they're ironically right outside your own apartment.
Here's my thing. Going back to just taking people's like belongings that they bought with their hard-working money or with a present. I knew people in high school. I wasn't friends with them, but they would do this thing called car hopping. That's what all the badass rappers say now. Where you break into people's cars in neighborhoods and take their things. And they were proud of it. Oh, look, I got money. I got this nice watch. This and that. And these people who take cars, like that's someone's things. They ruined their day. In 4th grade, I cried when my nice bike that Santa Claus gave me was taken. Like, how do you look yourself in a mirror and you go, I'm a loser, I'm a dirtbag, I'm a cretin, I'm a piece of ass? Did I take people's things that they love?
You know, something similar happened in my neighborhood, except when the cars were broken into, they were unlocked cars in the middle of the night.
Well, you have to be an idiot. I'm not saying you
People
have
did
it
that.
coming. I know you live in the suburbs, but people from the ghetto can just drive over 30 miles and take things. You know they do that.
Speaking of you telling someone to look at themselves in the mirror, remember that one insurance call that you got and you're on the do not call list?
Oh, my God. Those hounds, those leeches, those pieces of us are so annoying. No, listen, last year I applied for a site that was supposed to get you jobs because my friend recommended it, but these are just fast food jobs, and I can't do that because I don't want to. And the second point is I have a really bad back, so I can't work there. But I'm such an idiot. I'm such a dumbass moron that I put my phone number on that site. Because, listen, before you make fun of me, before you say I'm a dummy, call the show, 847-866-W on your order. It's 847-866-9687, so you can make fun of me on the air.
Before we get into the story.
Yeah. I did it because I thought, hey, if they like my resume, they might call me. I think that's why I get these calls from these hounds. I've gotten calls from numbers that are 00000 to all 11 numbers. And these guys call, and Ryan Risky was there. This dumb bitch, this dumb whore called me. She's like, hi, this is blah, 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 blah from this place. We're just calling you back from this insurance thing you signed up for. Like, she wasn't even saying it like correctly. Like, she wasn't going by a script that you signed up for in December. I'm 21 years old, but back then I was 20. Wait, I'm 21 now, but back then, if I were to have signed up in December, I would have been 20. I'm not signing anything that goes with insurance. And we got into an argument, and this dumb bitch who's calling me, these annoying telemarketers, I don't know what they are. She's saying, well, a lot of things happen in life. Maybe you don't remember signing up for it. I'm pretty sure I would remember signing up for car insurance. It's not something you do every day. Like, you get in your car every day, so you're not going to remember every, like, drive you do things every day. So like
You'd remember signing up for something.
That's my point. You don't sign up for car insurance every day, so I'm pretty sure that'd be right in your memory. And these other people call, hello, and then you go, quit calling me, and I go on my Hoppe rant, and those pussies, those cowards hang up.
Oh, and
God,
then I
me.
remember you hung up and told them, don't call this number. I didn't sign up for any insurance. You hung up.
And then they hang up.
And then you called them back and started a rant. Like, how do you look at yourself in the mirror?
That's that chick, and then she hung up on me.
I remember she answered, oh, Ryan Hoppe!
I just don't. Oh, yeah, she goes, is this Ryan Hoppe? She must have been a fan of the show, or she must think I'm really sexy. And then here's what happens when you call them out. They're so much of pussies that they hide behind the phone. That when any confrontation happens, here's the sound effect you hear, and you get so mad because you just want to bitch at them. You just hear the phone. You just hear this. You just hear the phone hang up. Ugh. It's something like that.
It's like they have the nerve to call you, and they don't have the nerve to stay on the phone with you.
You just hear this, and you get so angry. You're like, you have the time to call me, but you don't want any confrontation. All you're going to do is hang up on me like a coward.
Was that one sound effect them trying to ring your doorbell?
God, imagine if they came to my door. I'd be like, leave me alone.
Leave Hoppe alone.
Instead of saying that, slam the door in their face.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, I couldn't believe that they had the nerve to tell you that, oh, you forgot when you signed up.
They've called me at 4 in the morning. How do you look yourself in the mirror and you go, I hound people, I annoy them, I harass them.
Maybe they were from a different country.
Yeah.
Oh, and you told them that you were on the do not call us, and they said, oh, well, you put your number on our website when you signed up.
Dumb whore. And here's the best part about it. Here's my favorite part about it. How do you look yourself in the mirror and you say, I hound people, I annoy them? Because here's the best part about it. No one wants you to call. There's nothing positive about what you do. You just harass people. And I've gotten calls at 4 in the morning. And I had a big interview the next day with Mike North. I wanted sleep. And you ruined it for me. So if there's anybody out there listening to WNUR 89.3 in the Hoppe and SuperRICH show.
Hey, maybe we'll get a call from one of those do not call numbers.
God, would that be annoying?
That would be hilarious. Or even if someone faked it, that would be
why
great.
are you making fun of us? We have to provide for our families too.
That would be great, even if someone faked a call like that.
Yeah. If you're out there and you're one of them that does it, 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. I will bitch you out on the air.
Is it better to work at McDonald's than be a telemarketer?
It's better to be a
I don't
homeless
know.
man. It's more respectable to be a whore at the bunny ranch than to be a telemarketer. And you're not even selling anything. You're not selling cable. Like the calls you would get back in the 2000s, back when they tried to sell cable or some cell phone package. At least you're trying to get a business going. You know what I mean? Like in The Office when Michael Scott was a telemarketer. They're selling things. This is just a scam to get the credit card number and your social security number, as I saw on a news report. God, are they a bunch of cretins?
Coming up, the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.
All right, what's coming up?
All right, so
real quick, before we say what's coming up, we will talk about everything going on with those nude pictures and my take on the celebrities who are acting like they've been violated. Yes, they have been violated, but you shouldn't be taking those pictures.
At least
More on
Justin
that next.
Verlander couldn't care less.
Well, he's with Kate Upton.
yeah,
Good for
so
him.
so we'll
What
talk
else is
about
coming
that,
up?
and then also this bad story with a teen with autism was victimized in disgusting ALS ice challenge prank. Yeah, they poured things that weren't water over this kid's head. So we'll talk about that.
All right.
Or I'm assuming it wasn't $10,000 either.
No, it was not.
847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. And we got a nice tweet from my guy Moose. 10 years from now, Ryan Hoppe will be one of the best radio show hosts out there in the business. Hashtag you heard it first. Thanks, Moose. Now my ego is ready to explode. We will be right back on the Hoppe and SuperRICH show. Hang on.
The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.
Spin it, take it low and make it touch the ground. Spin it, girl, and make me wanna take you home. Full time for your while out.
This is an official broadcast of Hoppe Radio. For more info, check out hopperadio.com and hoppesworld.com.